words, we do a podcast in the bus.
That's awesome.
So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to kidnap a lot of people and bring them with us.
That's a great
Yeah,
idea.
it's going to be.
Did you already procure a school bus?
Oh yeah. We spent $10,000 on the bus and
Yeah.
$75,000 on the insides.
Yeah, because you had to renovate the inside, right?
Yeah,
You had to take out a bunch of the seats.
we're still doing it.
Really?
I mean, there's stuff like air conditioning.
Yeah, they don't put that in school buses, do they?
No, and we made everything inside out of wood.
Yeah.
So it's like getting into a sauna.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we thought about that, of doing like, when we were talking about how to do the show, and we're like, oh no, we can't afford the air conditioning. We've blown all our money. We're broke now. My sidekick, who's an idiot, goes, I go, it's like a sauna in there. We need air conditioning. That should be our hook. Because we invite people on, we give them a towel,
That's the
they
hook.
take their clothes off, and then we have coals in the middle, and we just keep putting water over the coals, and we just sweat in there.
Get
And we
outta
have like
here.
a sweat lodge we take to people, and I go,
He was high when he came up with that idea.
he's never not high.
Right, yeah.
Never not high.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I want to adopt this guy.
Yeah. No, you don't. I
Yeah.
will give them to you if you want them. No, you don't.
That's awesome. That
He
should be
hasn't-
the hook. Make it a sauna.
He hasn't had a door on his house in like 6 months.
Yeah.
to
No
like a
door.
year.
Why?
He knocked down his door because he locked himself out and his dog was in there.
It seems reasonable.
Yeah, so most people would go buy a door.
Right, yeah.
No,
yeah.
not him.
No, exactly.
You don't need a door.
Right.
Why?
Exactly.
Why?
What's funny about the whole thing is that he broke the door in the first place to get the dog, but now that he doesn't have a door, the dog ran away.
yeah.
Because there's no door.
Well, somebody did take the dog from him.
Jesus.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Take
Well-
it from him like an
Well,
authority figure.
I sent him across the country to go see his mother who had cancer.
Oh.
And I wasn't going to buy a flight, so what I did was I had the fans drive him from fan to fan to
That's
fan.
great. Like a relay.
They relayed him across the country
Yeah.
to Johnson City, Tennessee. It was supposed to take him 3.5 days.
Uh-huh.
It ended up taking him 3 months
Oh my God.
because he really had fun.
Right.
He partied the whole way across while his mom was dying.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
While he was gone, he gave the dog to somebody to watch,
Yeah.
and they kept it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, the dog's happier without you.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It has a door.
clearly he's super responsible. I mean, I don't see how the dog can be
No.
happier without him.
Yeah, so I'm gonna drive in a school bus around the country with this human being.
Now, is it going to be like, can you sleep on that thing if you want
Yeah,
to?
yeah, I'll show you pictures. It's phenomenal.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean it looks like an airstream inside. You know, like
Are you going to
really
like
nice
vinyl
airstream.
wrap the outside? Or are you
We
going to
painted it. We what do they call it? We rat rotted it.
Yeah.
So it looks pretty
Good.
cool. Yeah.
Right. Because I was envisioning almost like, Ken Kesey's Further, the crazy bus with the Merry Pranksters and that whole
Right,
thing,
right,
the
right.
colorful,
Yeah.
kind of ratted out look.
If you go to I think it's Bingle Show on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
Or Bingle Bus. I don't know if it's Bingle Bus or Bingle. I should be better at this.
Right. That is your thing.
You'll see.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, we're working on still on Talkin's Hit. I gotta kill that one.
Yeah.
And then start this. We don't tour till July 26th. So.
Who's going to be your last guest on Talkin's Hit?
We're inviting every guest that's ever been on there.
Yeah.
And there were 250. We had everyone from, you name it, has been on. I
my
mean,
God.
like the cast of Jackass,
Right.
Nick Swartz and
Yeah.
Hannibal Buress.
Right.
He's a regular on the show.
And not to talk crap about Kato Kalin, but I always feel like he's just a professional house guest. Like, he doesn't really
but
work.
let me tell you this.
He doesn't have any money. He just kind of hangs out at celebrities' houses.
We brought him on thinking we were going to have a fun time kind of torturing the guy
Yeah.
after seeing what the media did with him.
Right.
2 seconds into it, you're like, this guy would be my best friend.
That's how he does it.
He is the nicest guy I've ever met. And I think what happened was...
That's why celebrities let him live in the guest house.
Well, that was the thing. He was
Because he's
he-
immediately charming.
Yeah, and he was really pursuing like an acting career and wanted to like do the Hollywood thing.
There's a million people that want to do that.
Right, but he had something kind of special. He had that likability.
Right.
That when you meet him, you go, this guy's just... And I've had that a few times in my life where I meet someone and you're like,
Yeah.
you know why they're a star.
Right.
Kato has like this amazingly charismatic personality, and the whole...
It's kind of sad that it didn't work out for him.
Well, he
really.
knew. He said he knew day one when it happened that like
That
his
was
whole
it.
life had changed.
Right.
And he was never like there
He was
wasn't
never
any-
going to be taken seriously.
Yeah, but it's weird because you look what happened to the Kardashians,
Right.
and why did their life go this way?
Yeah.
And his went this way.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause they have nice butts.
Yeah, that
True.
might be it. And they made pornos with Ray J or whatever his name
exactly.
was. So maybe he should have slept with somebody
Yeah.
and filmed it.
That's right.
But
Black guy.
but just such an awesome dude.
Right.
Like so nice. And then I went to a party with him one time, and he's like a celebrity that
Right.
doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how do people like that make money? Because there are people in Hollywood that are like that. They're not really, you don't really see them in anything. They don't really do anything. They're just famous for being famous. And how do they get?
I
how do they
think
make
every
money?
time I saw him, he was working on like some different company had hired him to do some web show here.
Right.
It's like a startup company, and they blow like $5 million. They're like, we'll get Kato to do a show.
Right,
and
right.
then 2 months later, they're like, all right, we're closing the company.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Kato finds another one.
Yeah. Or he just sticks in all these development deals
Yeah.
that go nowhere.
But just so nice. And we asked him 1,000 times if OJ really did it.
Uh huh.
Every time he's like, I didn't see it. And we're like, yeah, right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, we tortured him the whole show.
Right.
We're
Yeah.
like,
I think he feels like probably in his heart he knows he did it. Right.
I think everyone does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think OJ knows it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was there, so.
Yeah. He wrote a book about it.
How I would.
How
do
I
it.
would have done it if I had done it, but I
That I
totally
did.
didn't do it.
I think he's getting out soon.
I think he is too.
Yeah.
I heard that like in all seriousness, is this real? Does he have AIDS now?
He could.
I heard he did.
He'll get something.
Get some kind
Cosby's
of illness.
blind.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I
Everybody's
have
falling
Bell's
apart.
palsy.
Right. All of our nation's heroes
Yeah.
are falling
Yeah.
apart. We're gonna do a quick break.
That's great.
Eddie Ifft is with us. See him this weekend, seriously, at the Off the Hook Comedy Club. Call them at 389-6901 or just buy the tickets right now at offthehookcomedy.com.